In a quiet corner of a crowded city lived a young man of 28. He was not rich. He was not powerful, but he carried something greater, a dream burning inside his heart. His family was simple, struggling, yet full of love. Every evening he would look into the tired eyes of his father and the wrinkled hands of his mother, hands that had sacrificed everything for their children. He made a silent promise. One day, I will give them the life they deserve. But promises from others betrayed him. Relatives filled his ears with hope. Friends offered him opportunities. Yet one by one, they disappeared. The boy's career collapsed before it even began. Poverty crept into the house, and the same people who once smiled now whispered, "He will never succeed." The cruelest pain is not poverty, it is the betrayal of trust. The boy's career collapsed before it even began. Poverty crept into the house, and the same people who once smiled now whispered, "He will never succeed." The walls of his home felt smaller every day. Bills piled up. Empty plates sat at the table. His parents tried to hide their worry, but he could see it in their eyes. Nights became long. Days became hopeless. And yet, in the middle of his pain, a voice inside him kept whispering, "Do not surrender." One night, sitting alone, he spoke to himself, "If no one will lift me, I will rise on my own. If no one will keep their promises, I will make my own destiny. I will not give up." Never place your hope in others. Believe in God, believe in yourself. And so he made the hardest decision of his life. He would leave his homeland and migrate to the Middle East. Not with wealth, not with comfort, but with a small bag, a heart full of courage, and prayers from his parents. The night before his flight, he hugged his mother tightly. Tears streamed down her face, but she whispered, "My son, be strong. Wherever you go, remember, God walks with you." He stepped onto the plane, whispering to himself, "I leave as a dreamer, but I will return as a man of success." Sometimes leaving home is not escaping. It is chasing a future worth fighting for. The Middle East was not easy. The sun burned like fire. The work was endless. The rooms were crowded with strangers, and the nights echoed with silence. He worked in construction, carrying bricks under the unforgiving sky. His hands bled, his body ached, but his spirit refused to break. People mocked his accent, doubted his ability, rejected his efforts, but he stayed quiet. He stayed focused. Every month he sent money home, money that carried not just value, but love, sacrifice, and hope. In the darkest moments, when loneliness tried to destroy him, he remembered his parents' faces. That memory was stronger than any pain. Discipline, sacrifice, and faith. These are the true currencies of survival in foreign lands. Years passed, his sweat became his strength. His scars became his armor. From a laborer, he became skilled. From a worker, he became a professional. His honesty, loyalty, and discipline began to shine. Doors that were once locked slowly began to open. He earned respect. He earned stability. He earned dignity. With every paycheck, he sent back more than just money. He sent hope. His siblings studied. His parents lived with comfort. His family held their head high once again. The same relatives who once mocked him now said, "He is our pride." But he did not celebrate with arrogance. He remembered the nights of hunger, the broken promises, the betrayal, and he carried them not as wounds, but as lessons. Be loyal to yourself and your family. One day that loyalty will crown you with respect. And then, the day arrived. He returned home, not as a failure, not as a beggar of opportunities, but as a leader, as a man who created his own destiny. He bought a home for his parents. He secured his siblings' future. He stood tall, not just as the son of his family, but as the hope of his entire bloodline. The same city that once doubted him now looked at him with respect, but he bowed his head humbly and whispered, "All thanks to God, all thanks to my family." Never give up. Never lose faith. Never forget your family. Be disciplined. Be loyal. Trust God and trust yourself, because when the world closes its doors, He will open His.